Hey everybody, Mark here with your playlist video for January 2018. It's the first one of the year. If you've never seen one of these videos, they are basically a collection of impressions and thoughts and small reviews of recently released indie games that you might have missed or you just want to know more about. I'm going to start with Celeste, which is definitely the best game I've played in January, and I could even see it popping up on Game of the Year lists come December. It's that good. So it's a platformer with quick-fire, room-sized challenges to overcome, and it's ultimately about the air dash move. Your character, she's called Madeline, not Celeste. Celeste is the name of the mountain you're climbing. So Madeline can run, jump, climb up, and bounce off walls, and then dash in midair. And the game is all about using this 8-way dash at the most perfect of moments, using jumps and wall jumps to get you into the right place, and then air dashing to finish off the current challenge. Now, you can only dash once in midair, which is signalled very nicely by Celeste's hair turning blue, and you recharge your dash by landing on flat ground, or by grabbing crystals in midair. So these are just one of many clever mechanics that put a twist on proceedings. There's one that makes you fly, there are blocks that move around, stuff like that. And the level design is really well done, with each idea explored to its full extent and a nice difficulty curve. There are also collectibles like strawberries and cassette tapes. Some do stuff, others are just a bonus challenge for completionists. There are even a few hidden puzzles that remind me of the head scratchers from Fez. But really the game is all about the platforming, which works tremendously thanks to the game's ultra-tight controls and the gravity and so on. I mean, this is from the guys who made Towerfall, so they know how to make a good feeling game. I find a lot of these modern platformers like Meat Boy and The End Is Nigh to be quite floaty, and Celeste is precise and down to earth. It's really good. Finally, bonus points for the game's assist mode that lets you futz with the game's settings however you want, but only after hearing from the devs that, hey, this isn't the game they designed, it's just an option if you really want it. I like that. That's a good solution to fit this problem of adding accessibility into a game that has a clear developer's vision in it. Next up is Iconoclasts. This one has a lot in common with Owlboy. It's a retro-feeling adventure game with terrific pixel art graphics, maybe a bit more story than you were first expecting, and it was made by one person over a staggeringly long period of time. Iconoclasts is a bit of a Metroidvania though, with classic Metroid-looking maps and items and backtracking, and its inspirations feel, to me at least, like they're from one specific place, the library of the Game Boy Advance. The Metroid it most matches is Metroid Fusion. It's got a butt stomp move from Wario Land 4, and a main mechanic about twisting bolts with a big wrench that reminds me of the drilling in the underrated Drill Dozer. Actually, I just read up and the game's developer cites obscure Mega Drive game Monster World 4 as the primary influence, so ignore just everything I just said. Anyway, the game's got great boss fights, some pretty good puzzles, often with a focus on figuring out the right way to move around an area to get to the spot from the right direction, if that makes sense, and the combat is fine, but the auto-aim feels a bit wonky to me. Also, someone on the stream told me about this move where you can use a charge shot to give yourself a double jump, so there could be some cool sequence-breaking stuff in here too. Now, like Owlboy, I don't love this game like I wish I could. It's cute and charming, but there's nothing here I haven't really seen done before or done better, and the story just isn't my thing, and there's a lot of it with complex political motivations and deep lore world building that doesn't do it for me. I'm going to stick with it and play some more. If this looks like your bag though, maybe check it out. Finally this month, I'm going to recommend the new The Room game, The Room: The Old Sins, as this one has gone a bit under the radar, I feel. So if you've never played a The Room game before, they are lavish, I guess, point-and-click adventures about fiddling around with gorgeous-looking puzzle boxes. It's all about finding secret compartments, flipping switches, solving tiny logic puzzles, and generally just getting deeper and deeper into these boxes that defy all things physical and possible. As usual for these games, and I mean this is the fourth one and they are all pretty much the same, but as usual it's a very hands-on game that makes full use of the touchscreen to have you flicking levers, turning pages, or just swiveling around 3D objects. This one largely takes place in and around a doll's house, which is a cool twist on the puzzle box idea. You'll find yourself going into tiny rooms which then fill with detail and connect to other rooms around the house for puzzle solving, and it's all very smart and well done. I do wish they'd hurry up and make a VR version of this series though, that would be incredible. Maybe impossible, I don't know, but it would be awesome. Anyway, I don't really know what else to say about these games. The puzzles are generally well done, but it's not the most difficult game you'll ever play. It's more about curiously poking and prodding at things, so you'll have a good time, even if puzzle games usually make you feel like a dunce. Also, there's a good hint mode thing in it. And, yeah, I mean, just go play it, I guess. What else are you going to do with your evening, eh? See you next month. What a strange ending.